The honourable member from Kamloops, Thompson-Caribou.
After 9 years, taxes are up, costs are up, crime is up, and time is up. Mr. Speaker, let's play some Jeopardy. I'll have conflicts of interest for $1,000, Mr. Speaker. Answer. This person is advising the Prime Minister while also negotiating a $10 billion contract with his own company. He's also not subject to conflict of interest rules. The correct response would be, who is carbon tax Carney? Why is it that these Liberals want to pad the pockets of insiders and play Canadians for fools while enriching their own best friend?
Yeah, well done.
The Honourable Leader of the Government in the House of Commons.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I guess that member opposite will only get half his gold star from the Leader today because all he did was announce the slogans, but he forgot to attack the other political parties. Mr. Speaker, when it comes to eminent Canadians who do not share the vision of the Conservatives, what do? They attack them. Mr. Speaker, there's a diversity of views in this country, and whether you agree with people or not doesn't mean that you should denigrate their character. Mr. Speaker, the Conservatives should be ashamed of how they treat their fellow Canadians. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The honourable member from Kamloops, Thompson-Caribou.
Did she actually just say we should be ashamed about how we treat our fellow Canadians? The reality is that
Colleagues. Colleagues, it's very, very important. The best way to keep personal tax out of this is to, frankly, not take the floor when you're not recognized by the Speaker. And then that way, we don't have unfortunate comments that I'm certain that outside of this place, when you're downstairs in the room somewhere or talking to each other as real people, you would regret. The honourable member from Kamloops, Thompson-Caribou, from the top, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. That answer speaks about shame. These Liberals should be ashamed for the way they are squandering Canadians' money while people are lined up at the food bank day after day. That answer tells us another day at the office, another Liberal scandal, no big deal. This is a Liberal government that is long on entitlements and short on ethics. Carbon tax Carney started advising the Prime Minister shortly after one of his best friends got a $2 billion government. Why is this government lining pockets of its friends while Canadians line up at food banks?
The Honourable Leader of the Government in the House of Commons.
Mr. Speaker, if that member wants to talk about entitlements, he should talk to the Leader of his party, who has a calculated $2 million pension, who lives in government housing, while at the same time looking to cut the pensions of Canadians, raise the age of retirement from 65 to 67, and cut the Canada Child Benefit and other benefits that help Canadians. Mr. Speaker, if he wants to talk to entitlements, he should look in the mirror first. Thank you.
The honourable member from Lakewood.
After 9 years of these NDP Liberals, taxes are up, costs are up, crime's up, and time's up, but this fake feminist Prime Minister is still up to his old tricks. Like so many women before, he shoved aside his female finance minister for his rich conflict of interest carbon tax crony, Carney, to take over. Carbon tax Carney will slap the carbon tax right back on home heating oil and let Canadians freeze in the dark this winter. He can afford those taxes, but they can't. Why is the finance minister letting herself be humiliated like this?
The Honourable Minister for Diversity, Inclusion and Youth.
Mr. Speaker, we won't take any lessons from the party opposite when it comes to fighting for equality in this country. Mr. Speaker, they were against $10 a day childcare. These are the cuts that they want to make, Mr. Speaker. They want to ensure and they support backdoor legislation that actually would ban abortions and take away women's right to choose, Mr. Speaker. Or, Mr. Speaker, the fact that their leader uses misogynistic hashtags in their videos to attract men who hate women. Mr. Speaker, we won't take any lessons from them when it talks to ensuring that we support women in this country.